Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Welcome. Welcome to Pumpvember. And welcome to the true start of this last stage of the bull market. I am the crypto bull god. This is all in the charts. If you appreciate the content, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, drop me a comment, and click the bell icon for all notifications to know when I go live on the YouTubes to talk about some pretty exciting price action that we're beginning to see pick up in the market. This is the top 10 excluding stables. I sent a text message actually to my family today and said, these are baby moves. These are baby moves. We're just getting started, right? If your view is similar to myself and you think this, bull run's going to extend well into 25, whether it tops out in the first half or second half of 25, whatever, it implies we have at least 6 months left, at least 6 months. We're just getting started. This is nothing. But it is exciting to see price action picking up the way it is. Bitcoin has definitively created a new all-time high. If we take a look at Bitcoin dominance, we can see we're still... What did we do on the day? Okay, so this is telling you on average that Bitcoin, based on it's not a weighted average, it's based on its market cap. Bitcoin is making larger moves than the rest of the altcoin market. Now you have to understand when you look at some of these mid caps, again, it's a weighted average, right? Or if we look at meme coins, look at how much some of these meme coins were up, 43%. They're up a lot, right? Doge is up 17%, but you have to consider the market capitalization that weights into the dominance, right? So that's why Bitcoin dominance is going up. Now, it'll be interesting to see what happens this month because, again, I've been kind of preaching from the heavens here, from Valhalla, since, I'm the crypto bull god, right? I've been preaching from the heavens that the fourth quarter would be very bullish, right? As you'll recall, if you've been following me on this live stream, way back here, in August, or it was actually July. No, it was August. Let's go to the weekly chart. Yes, back in August, at the very beginning of August, remember, Peter Schiff was taking victory laps. I said to you guys, I went on a Spaces that he was hosting. For some reason, I got promoted to speaker. Don't know why. I attempted to explain to my best of my ability on the spot, although I don't think I did a very effective job, to be honest with you. But I explained to the best of my ability. I think the nerves were high because I was interacting with Peter live. Why I felt the fourth quarter would be very bullish, and I asked him to do another Spaces in the fourth quarter as Bitcoin was breaking out towards a new all-time high. So I've been bullish on the fourth quarter for a very long time, and I've been preaching that to you guys for a long, long time. And I've been specifically talking about November and how I was anticipating that price action would pick up in November, right? You can tell me election this, election that. I told you November, right? More than likely. Never definitively, but more than likely. That's where I was leaning. That is exactly what's going on right now, guys. Okay? I had my first person reach out to me, I haven't heard from in a long time, reach out to me and start asking me about crypto. That happened today, earlier this morning. Okay, first time it's happened. It's a little bit of a sign that retail, again, retail had zero interest when Bitcoin was here, or here, or here, or here. But now they're interested up here, okay? This is called dumb money. It's called exit liquidity. It's how we're going to make a profit. Unfortunately, we're going to dump on other people's heads. That's just the way it fucking works. You have smart market participants, which are the very few, and you have dumb market participants, which are the vast number. But if you're tuned into this channel, you should be part of the smart money. What's going to be interesting this month, and I think it's entirely possible, I don't want to use the word likely, but I will say it's very possible, this could be the topping month in Bitcoin dominance. This could finally be the month where Bitcoin dominance shoots up because Bitcoin is getting to that $85,000 to $92,000 mark that I've been talking about for a long time now. And as it begins to run up, that is when it's going to ultimately roll over. And we're going to break out of this rising wedge. Guys, we've been following, if you've been here for the entire year, if you've been here throughout this entire consolidation, give yourself a pat on the back. You deserve it, because I've been here for this. I've been here for this. I was here for this. I was here for this. And I was here for this. Been here for a long time, and I've experienced a lot of the ups and downs, and I've learned so much, so many valuable, invaluable lessons along the way, okay? And what I attempt to do on these live streams is really share that knowledge with you. I'm just some dude who lives in South Florida, who's an actuarial geek, who also happens to love charting and happens to love crypto, right? So I'm just sharing this information with you. But guys, this is uber bullish, right? There are still people that are in disbelief right now, still calling for pullback levels. And again, unless if you're day trading the market, which I would not suggest, there's no point to that. We've been in disbelief for a long time now. This is clearly a parabolic move up. Look at the trajectory of the nice rounding bottom here. We have higher highs and higher lows coming in here. Green circles here. We cleared the 68 definitively. In fact, what we need to do, and this will feel really good, we're going to turn the red resistance into green support, because that's now been confirmed. We're going to flip that to green support. And now we're waiting for the prior all-time high to confirm its support on the 12-hour chart. Very, very, very exciting time, guys. We can take a look at a few charts. What I would like to do, let me get to the comments actually. What I would like to do is, just because I feel like my live stream has been a little out of whack the past couple weeks with traveling, I'd like to open it up to you. I'd like to do a little TA Q&A today. So as I get to the comments here, feel free to drop any tickers you'd like me to chart. We can take a look at anything and everything. There isn't a thing that isn't up today. Everything is up. Well, nope, everything is up. I mean, even the shittiest of shit coins. See that? Shittiest of shit coins, even that's up. We go to mid caps. Oh, not meme coins, mid caps. Yeah, everything's up, guys. Everything is up. Everything is looking juicy. All right, let's get into the comments. Let's see who we got. Ian, man, it's been a long time. Welcome in. Good to see you. Cassius, it's also been a long time since I've seen you in the comments. Welcome in. It's a nice shift, right? Again, one of the things to keep in mind, to Cassius's point, as we continue along on this journey upwards and onwards in the market, and the altcoins really have significantly underperformed for the most part Bitcoin. That's about to change, guys. That is again, if you're following anything I'm saying on the Bitcoin dominance, if I've made any sense, if you've been here for these live streams, and if I am deducing from this chart that it's a bearish pattern, it's going to roll over, and this likely could be the final topping month for Bitcoin dominance, that should lead you to say, oh, well, that implies that altcoins are going to begin to outperform Bitcoin. Yeah, you're correct. But Cassius's point makes me think of the fact that we cannot lose sight that in crypto, when we study so many charts on this channel, and one of the high-level observations that I've shared with you is that we tend to spend these long periods of time in a consolidation or reaccumulation, okay? And then we have a very quick, swift move up, right? And it doesn't last long. And when you start to enter a certain part of the cycle, the pullbacks that the majority of market participants are calling for, that you see on Twitter or you see on YouTube, they don't come. That's why I've been stressing to you guys on this 12-hour chart, stop fucking around with waiting. We were down here at 58 or 59. Stop waiting around for 55. If you ultimately think by next time, by next year, Bitcoin could be above 100,000 and it could essentially double in price from there, why are you squabbling over 58 to 55,000, right? It doesn't make any sense unless you're being greedy. This is truly disbelief. I've seen enough. I've been saying this now for weeks. I'm not going to name accounts, not going to do that, but it's very evident based on certain accounts, even with larger followings, posting certain things, that we are at a part in the cycle where we're going to continue going higher than most market participants think before we get a pullback, right? Ultimately, where we're at right now, we're a stone's throw away. We're literally a stone's throw away from 80K. Now, once we start to get up to 80K, I think that's with relative haste, we're going to get up to the 85 to 92 mark. Who knows? Maybe we go higher. But I think ultimately we're going to land at 85 to 92 before you see some sort of a pullback. And what we need to recognize, again, you can't be unrealistic with things. This market isn't going to go like this, okay? It's not going to do that. You're going to have a nice little run up, then you're going to have a pullback, then you're going to have a nice little run up, then you're going to have a swift pullback. But all the while, what you want to look for are the most basic things, which are higher highs and higher lows, right? Again, if you've been accumulating at a lot of these lower ranges, it shouldn't matter to you. I think something that gets lost a lot of times is the fact that many of us are in this space. We all have different reasons why we're in this space, right? For me, it began with a true love and passion for the fundamentals of the industry, okay, with Bitcoin, and just expanded from there. Now I'm at a point where I feel I'm so well versed and invested within the market that I can make true life-changing financial gains for myself, okay? And so in order to make, if you believe you're invested in an industry where you can make true life-changing financial gains in a relatively short period of time, what you're realistically talking about are assets that are appreciating significantly in value in a relatively short period of time. What goes with that? What goes with that is an extreme amount of volatility, both to the upside and the downside, right? It's called risk reward. If you want to have, guys, if you want a guaranteed rate of return of 5%, go out and purchase a bond or an annuity or whatever the case is, okay? If you want some sort of low guaranteed interest rate, go for it. But if you're investing money with the potential of a tremendous amount of upside in a relatively short period of time, you're going to have a lot of risk with that. And the risk comes I'm losing my thoughts. I'm trying to, losing my words, but trying to explain this as best as I can. If you want to get in something that has a lot of upside potential, it's going to have a fuck ton of volatility. Upside and downside volatility is what I'm getting to. Just keep that in mind as we start to get into the new year. I think this month, okay, November, December, going into January, these next 3 months should be pretty fucking epic. Pretty fucking epic when you're looking at Bitcoin and the altcoins. Now, because the altcoins lag Bitcoin, what I would sort of anticipate is that, your altcoins are going to do fairly well this month, most of them. But you're not going to see altcoins really start to pick up until this dominance starts to bleed. I don't think that's really going to happen until December, January. It doesn't mean your altcoins aren't going to go up. I'm talking about those explosive gains. I'm talking about going back to a point in time that I can recall when Harmony won it. The only question about Harmony 1 is it up 40% today or 70% today? Those are the types of gains I'm talking about, okay? And I don't think those are coming until a couple months from now, a month or two, or maybe even 3 months from now. But we're still going to see continued upside in the market. There's no question about that. I mean, what more do I need to say? Bitcoin is creating a new all-time high. I mean, pretty straightforward, right? But we will continue to monitor these charts, all the things that I've spoken to, all the key things on the weekly, the 2-week, the monthly, the 2-monthly. We're going to continue to monitor those things. The other thing that I want you to be aware of is, as I've pointed you out, this video that I created is going to become increasingly more important the more we move on. And so one of the things I will be very cognizant of on the live stream is from time to time, we're going to visit those topping signals. Because again, I got a text message today asking me if I thought Bitcoin would hit $100,000. My reply was, well, I'm going to allow those topping indicators that I've put together. Once, several of those begin to fire, that's telling me with confidence we're topping out. I don't know where the hell that's going to be. We're going to allow the topping signals to tell us when it's smart to sell out. But short answer is yes. I think if you kind of pin me in the corner, do I think Bitcoin will exceed $100,000 by next year? Yeah, if I had to say yes or no. But there is a possibility that it doesn't and underwhelms. And so that's why I think following these impulsive topping indicators will be extremely important moving forward. It's something we have to unemotionally keep an eye on going into 2025. Donkey Dong, welcome in. Rory, yes, I was very happy about the election results. Very much indeed, Earthwalker, let's fucking go. Josh, let's fucking go. We can take a look at Tet. Titty Tet. Our favorite Cheeto one. Very nice. Very nice. Orange Man, Orange Coin. By the way, I don't know if you recall, but he did say he would fire Gary Gensler on day one. So I reminded him today, not that he saw my post, but I commented to Donald Trump that he said he would fire Gary Gensler on day one. Can you check ETH? I think it's a way better investment than BTC. Yeah, so one of the things to your point, Juan, I'm actually going to, if you don't mind, Donkey, I'll get to Tet in a moment, but I actually want to hit on this first. I had posted today that one of the things you shouldn't lose sight of is that ETH is actually outperforming Bitcoin today. So the question we have to ask ourselves, is it possible that the ETH BTC chart has finally bottomed out? I think it's entirely possible. ETH right now on the weekly, it's just been lagging. It's just been riding this 200 simple moving average. The way that I would interpret this for you is ETH gave you the opportunity in this zone here to reload. Right around that $2,500 to $2,200 area, it gave you the opportunity to reload. Now, if the move up in Ethereum is anything like what I experienced in late 2020, what's going to happen, very similar to Bitcoin, but this hasn't even created a new all-time high yet. What's going to happen is we're going to move up. We're going to break down resistance. Maybe we get a little pullback here. People are going to continue to call for pullbacks on ETH. ETH isn't going to give you those pullbacks, ladies and gentlemen. ETH is going to blow past all-time highs. Remember, this chart, Solana's chart, it's all lagging Bitcoin in terms of creating all-time highs. Bitcoin is the only asset that has created, that has been around for a little bit, that has created new all-time highs this year, right? Ethereum's lagging, Solana's lagging. Caspa, even though it's a newer project, is significantly lagging. It's all the way down at, 11 or 12 cents. It has to get all the way back up to 20 cents. So you have a lot of these assets that have a lot of room to run to the upside. But I just think this has been one big mass accumulation zone. We want to start to see this RSI continue to churn up. ETH has so much room to the upside to run. I mean, this RSI is all the way down at 49. I think what people are going to quickly realize with Ethereum is they were wrong to doubt it, and that it is going to have a big run itself. Yes, I do believe if you're just comparing Ethereum and Bitcoin at this point, to cycle top, Ethereum would be a better investment at this point than Bitcoin. No question in my mind about that. Let's take a look at Donkey's question here. Let's take a look at Tet. Guys, I was up I don't know about you, but I stayed up so late last night, and I still got up early this morning, because that's what champions do. I got up early to get my leg day in, and it was not fun. Didn't fall asleep until probably sometime around 12:30, and woke up at 5:30. So it was a fun time this morning. This is This is Tectrum. This is one we've taken a look at in the past. I'm trying to see. We had Yeah, we had this drawn out in the past. And in fact, I think, Donkey, I remember you talking about this project. And we were way up here. Now, the way you can tell is this was green for support. We've clearly lost that. There's another asset I want to take a look at with you guys. This chart made me think of. Good to see at least that we have the higher lows coming in. So we have this trend line. Chart's real early. We have this trend line we can follow. In terms of resistance. Now, one of the things I like about this chart, even though it broke down and we would have loved to have seen price held up higher than where it's at right now, I do like the market structure here. So from a charting perspective, it's very easy based on the symmetry of this chart to draw lines of price confluence. It's pretty straightforward. So these are your main areas. Once we start to clear $13, there's almost a clear runaway towards 26, and you can see the other areas of resistance here. In terms of support, let's just not fall below this ascending line here. If we did, we wouldn't want to double bottom. We wouldn't want to fall below a double bottom at around 480. If we take a look at the price indicators, they're starting to turn around. Love what I'm seeing on the RSI on the 3-day. This increasing RSI as price has gone up. I do like to see that. Yeah, it looks like it's, honestly, Doc, it just looks like it's picking up with the rest of the market. And price action isn't going to get too exciting until we start to clear out from $13 here. So there was another chart that I wanted to take a look at with you. It's actually Rio. I thought I had a safe chart. I guess I don't. But I was charting this one out. And yeah, this is interesting because, and I know this one's gotten a lot of attention. A lot of people have spoken about this project, part of the RWA asset class. You can see we've broken out of resistance here. Okay, we sort of fell back below it. I guess based on what time frame I had this on, I must have probably had this on a 3-day or something. However you cut it, we broke out from the descending resistance, back tested it, actually went a little bit below it, and now we're trying to break back above. You can see the main areas of support and resistance that I have here. I really want to fuck around with coming back down here towards 60 cents. We really want to start to hold price action up in this 70-cent region and then start heading towards that psychological dollar level. And it doesn't look like we really start to get resistance until we start to head up to about $1.30 to $1.44. So we'll have to see if this one continues to exhibit a trend reversal to the upside. Stochastic RSI, this is on a 3-day. Stochastic RSI is trying to turn back to the upside above 20. RSI looks pretty good. We're oversold, but it's increasing in value. MACD looks like it wants to cross back up. One of the other observations that I have on this chart is right now what we're trying to do is anytime you're in a downtrend like this, again, I preach, I speak to a lot of the same things on this channel. One of the most basic things you want to do to objectively evaluate the chart and answer the question, is the chart still bearish or is it bullish or what exactly is going on? Evaluate the higher high, higher low structure, right? So in this case, we are attempting to form our first higher low. Here, this is essentially a double tap of this region. In order to get a true higher high, we need to clear above $1.40. We need to get above this $1.30, $1.40 area, right? So ideally what we'd want to see is something like this. We came up here, we formed the higher low. Now we want to start to break up into this area. Now you have another higher high, okay? So that's ultimately what I'm looking for. Until then, we've simply double topped this $1.30, $1.40 region, and this is the beginning signs of a trend reversal to the upside, but we don't have confirmation yet that we can start to get really confident. We're not going to get confident until we start to break up above this $1.44 area. What's up, Ricky? Good to see you. Thank you for the support. Let's take a look at let's take a look at Donkey is the only one dropping me TA questions. Does anyone have anything they want me to chart? This is the segment where you drop your little tickers into the comments and I chart them for free on the live stream and share my thoughts. Let's take a look at CAS on the weekly. Okay, so this is the orange zone that I identified as being the area that needed to hold. I shared that unless we got candle bodies that broke below here, we have nothing to be concerned about. Now, I will say this about CASPA, and we're not even going to really pay attention at the price indicators for the moment. Just looking at price action. I do not want to see CASPA come back down to this 10-cent region. Mark my words, if CASPA comes back down to 10.1 cents, I feel very confident in saying that it's going to break. So then the question you got to ask yourself at that point is, are you going to get a wick below here or a candle body? And I don't want to fuck around with that scenario. This is my largest altcoin holding. It's starting to see a nice weekly candle potential reversal. The most bullish thing you would like to see for CASPA is for this weekly candlestick to print a bullish engulfing candlestick. So Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if CASPA can manage to close above the red here, which would be at 12.2 cents. So if CASPA can manage to close Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at or above 12.2 cents, right now we're at 12 cents, that would be very bullish that would be a potential bullish sign within the chart, because it would be a bullish engulfing candlestick, which would lend itself to the notion that we may be experiencing a true reversal in price. But this chart has a lot of work to do. There's no way around it, guys. I'm not going to fill you with hope on this channel. I never do. This chart's got to show me something. CASPA's got to show me something here. We got the downward resistance we got to break out from. I'm not going to really start to get enthusiastic about the price action on this chart until we start to break that downward resistance, and now we're up here. Why do I say up here above 17 cents? We've cleared out all of this. All of this is out. And now all we have is this little itty-bitty price action. So ultimately, I'm not getting excited about price until we're at 17 cents or above. Now, I was going to share something else, but forget that. It doesn't make sense. All right, what else do we have here? All right, good. I see some other questions coming in. Syscoin, Digibyte, Sell. All right, so let's take the first one, Matthew. Syscoin, Digibyte. I have not charted Digibyte for you guys in a while. Syscoin, do I have Digibyte? How old is this chart? 2-week moving average. I'm getting sick. I gotta be honest with you. I'm getting sick of standing. I was in a one-on-one with my boss right before this live stream, and I was standing for that. Now I'm standing for this damn live stream. I'm gonna be sitting after this. Actually, no, I'm gonna be standing. I need to make dinner, so I'm gonna be standing for that. I need to sit down at some point. Let's go to a. There's so much price data here. Let's go to a monthly. I don't feel like. Let's see. Syscoin. You can clearly see there's a floor here that we've respected. I want to say it's right around there. And we're like right on that area. I want to see that hold. I mean, price is literally right there. Where's that at? Looks like about 10 cents. I really want to see that 9 to 10 cent area hold. If we lose 9 to 10 cents, come back to the live stream. We'll have a conversation, but we really don't want to lose that. Now, this is a monthly chart, so we could get some volatility below there, but I don't want to start fucking around in this 9 to 10 cent area. I want to get out of here. chart isn't super exciting. I'm just going to be honest with you. This is not a super exciting chart. When you consider the fact this is a monthly, this exciting high that occurred up here at $1.20, and price action has been pretty lackluster. Pretty lackluster indeed. Not seeing a whole lot. We have this descending resistance here. We're going to have to turn this into resistance. Let's go back to a 2-week. Let's get some more candlesticks on here. I'm just not really super enthused about this chart, just being honest. Yeah, we're just kind of hanging out down here. I just don't see anything appealing about the chart. I'm going to be honest with you, Matthew. It's kind of just hanging out here waiting for a move up. I have main areas of resistance. I mean, we can add another line, but this just isn't really the most exciting chart. Again, never marry whatever you're owning. You don't marry... marriage is hard enough. You don't marry assets that you're holding. These things owe you nothing. The communities owe you nothing. You can meet a lot of nice people in communities, but at the end of the day, you're hitting the buy and sell trigger. You're taking money you earn and you're buying something. You'll want to make a return on it. And if you don't think you're going to make a return and there's a better return elsewhere, why the hell would you not sell and buy the other thing? So again, not saying this thing can't go up substantially in value. I'm just not seeing a lot here that I'm excited about, honestly. Save that. Close out. All right, so we got another question. Sell. Wanna have no idea what you're talking about. Was this Kyle? This is your question, huh? I'm not excited about this chart either. I kind of want to end the live stream on a chart that someone gives me and it looks sexy AF. And so far that hasn't happened. Not crazy about this chart either. So I have a couple main areas of resistance there. We'll add another one, and obviously we wicked here, so I mean you could put that right there. There's an area of resistance here at 97 cents. Always consider the fact that when you're drawing areas of price confluence, not only are there regions and not specific price points, especially on volatile assets like this, but also when you're near a psychological level like $1, that's going to act as an area of resistance. Now, one of the things I do like to see on this chart, again, I'm not crazy about this chart, but I will say this. Something that does have me hopeful for the chart, I sort of see a rounding bottom here. I mean, agree or disagree. I sort of see this rounding formation, right? Which, what it could suggest, as we've kind of ridden up here, is at some point we're going to enter a very extreme part of the range and enter a parabola. But that is what I see on the chart. Areas of support, I mean, I guess the one thing similar to the last chart is at least drawing price confluence on this chart is easy. I just don't like the chart itself. I really don't. Not a great chart. Green there, and we're going to shove a little bit of green in your face right here. So we have this nice range between 38 and 23 cents that we want to see hold. And then we have to start clearing out above this 97 area to $1. That'll start to, once we start to clear $1 definitively, we're going to start pushing up to an area, in my opinion, fairly quickly that has caused us some problems in the past. Once we clear $1.80 to 240, blue sky breakout, ladies and gentlemen. So, but it's got some work to do. Tyson all the way. And I'm telling you who I want to win. I don't know boxing enough and followed fucking Jake Paul to be able to comment, but I'm not betting against Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson is a boxer that I grew up with in my area. I actually bought a Mike Tyson shirt just because of the fight coming up. I might put like a $50 bet on it. I don't do sports betting, but just for fun, so I have something on the line. I might throw $50, maybe $20, on the fight. And I thought the fight was this Friday. The Tyson-Paul fight, Jake Paul fight, is not this Friday. It's next Friday. Let's see. Anything else piquing my interest here? Render looks good. Uniswap's having a hell of a day. 32%. Let's take a look at that. Anybody here? Does anyone here own Uniswap? Oh, man. 32%. Look at that. Gonna get off this raging bull. That's a proprietary indicator. Another chart that's sort of been like, but starting to pick up some moves here, picking up some bids. We almost touched that trend line. Let's go to a 2-week chart. And let's get some of these moving averages off because it's a little distracting, quite honestly. And let's get this off. I don't know what the hell was going on there. Okay. Well, I got the areas of resistance here. I mean, once we start clearing $14 to $15, that's when it's going to really start to get interesting. Things are looking good. Things are definitely looking good for Uniswap. Yeah, you got the MACD cross RSI's ticking. It's only at 60, 59. So I mean, you still got a lot of upside potential, guys. The market's looking bullish. Bullish as fuck, guys. I gotta tell you. I mean, shit. Even XRP's up 6%. Come on. Meme coins. Look at some of these meme coins. Bobo. I don't own any Bobo. It was up 42%. I own a little meme AI. Was it Track? Track you mentioned? I don't know if you're on. I think you might have mentioned meme AI. I own a little bit of that. I have some on my Tangent wallet. Cocky New is up 16%. Trump is down 41%. It doesn't make any sense. I would have thought that thing would have. It's interesting. Interesting. Down 41%. That's interesting. Turbo 15%. And Andy, that one gets shilled a lot. 40%. Giga's up 6%. Giga's been having a nice run. It's only up 6%, but it's been having a nice run. Mog, I own a little bit of Mog, 16%. Wojak is having a really nice day. This thing is up 26%. When I own some of, that's up 18%. We can take a look at some memes real quick. Welcome in Crypto Law. Crypto Law is dropping the fucking hammer. Dropping the law. Dropping the hammer. Let's take a look at when. Let's get off some of these charts here. They're starting to annoy me how many charts are open. Solana's having a very nice day today. Okay. When? So again, my general expectations, again, I have a nice little bag. Looked at some Fibonacci extensions, and I'm kind of targeting this zone, which is, potential massive upside. But we have a lot of resistance to clear. This thing still has to prove itself, but it's in a nice uptrend here. RSI looks beautiful. This thing looks great. Let's take a look at Wojak. I own me some Wojak. Whiff and Brett also having really nice days today, 16%. Yeah, the nice thing on Wojak is, guys, not only is this a beautiful uptrend, there's no, you can't argue with me that this isn't a nice chart. You have a lot of higher highs and higher lows coming in. But we're also very close to creating a new all-time high. All we have to do is clear this area right here. 50%, we're already up 26% today. Another 50% and we're at new all-time highs. Looking good. Looking good. Let's take a quick look at Brett. come back tomorrow. Donk, you'll be back here tomorrow. I know you will be because you are a loyal supporter. Tomorrow's actually TA Q&A, so I promise to take both of those questions. Remind me tomorrow. I promise to take both tomorrow. Looking at what time it is, I actually want to start dinner here in a moment. Yeah, just waiting to... Yeah, just waiting to clear this downward resistance. It almost looks like a broadening wedge there. But regardless, if you own Brett, the time to start getting a little excited is once you see it above 13 cents. Until then, I'm not really too interested. Because, again, once you start to clear 13 cents on this chart, what you're doing with confirmation to hold a support, you're invalidating all of this price action. All this is in the past. Goodbye. Now you're up here, and there's limited price data between you and a blue sky breakout. So, my eyes are starting to... I should come on the live stream tomorrow with my glasses. Yes, I do have glasses that I wear on my computer screen. They make me look pretty nerdy. They're not very crypto bull god-ish. Okay, guys, I'm going to be back here tomorrow. I don't know what happened to the Trump coin. I saw that. Let's actually take a look at it real quick. No. I thought I had it. Well, forget it. I'm not going to waste time. All right. Guys, I'll be back here tomorrow. Tomorrow, it'll be interesting to see where the market's at. We're having such a big day today. Wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of a sell-off. Also wouldn't be surprised to see a relatively flat or green day. I wouldn't be surprised by that either. But very, very nice price action coming in today. Tomorrow is Thursday, and I want to try to get back on track with doing the TA Q&A. So please, tomorrow, come with your TA questions. I'm happy to chart whatever you'd like. The entire live stream will be dedicated to your questions. So feel free to drop by. Should be live around the same time, 5:30 tomorrow. I do have a meeting towards the end of the day tomorrow that's going to be pretty intense. So it might be like a 5:30 live stream. But either way, I'll be back tomorrow. So until next time, everybody, let's all spread awareness. Let's carry the education forward. This is just getting started, guys. The party is just getting started. This is going to be so much fun these next several months.